All right, so this is actually my second attempt in shooting this video because I got so passionate, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. So let me just start off with this. Yes, another day, another black t-shirt. So today I wanted to speak on the topic of the analogy that life is like a video game. I love that analogy. However, I feel like it's not the most accurate way, or I think the way people break it down is not the most helpful way. So in a video game, when you reach a certain level of experience points, you automatically level up. In life, it does not work like that. You do not automatically level up. Because I know when you look around the world, you see grown humans, but not adults. Do you understand? For example, like when it comes to men, I have a firm belief that to say that you're a man is something that you earned, because you can be a grown boy and not a grown man. You can be an adult male, but not a man. And I don't want to necessarily speak for women because I'm not one, so I can't necessarily speak for that side. But I know that when it comes to being a man, you don't automatically become a man because you reach a certain age, your voice got deeper, and you have facial hair. No, that's not how it works. That's not how life works. So the concept of leveling up is 100% accurate, because that is how life works. You can 100% level up. You have actually no limitations on how far you can grow. There are no actual ceilings, and this applies to you in every single age of your life. You know how some people hit 50 or 60 years old and they kind of feel like it's the end for them? There's another group of 50 and 60-year-olds where they've just literally discovered a whole new lane of life, and they're fitter than they've ever been, they're healthier than they've ever been, they're wiser than they've ever been. The problem is, in these two different groups, one did not level up automatically and the other one did not level up automatically. Neither leveled up automatically. What happened was intentional external actions which led to results. Now let me kind of dial it back a little bit. So you level up in these video games based on experience points, right? In real life, you do not level up because of your experience points. You level up because of the application of experience and experience points. Did you hear that? You level up because of the application of experience. Nothing more, nothing less. You gotta be kidding me. Sorry about that. Nothing more, nothing less. Experience points. Very, very important. Actually, no, not the experience points, the application of the experience points. Like, people really need to understand that, like, yes, life has this unlimited sense of growth, but it's not a game. You can make it a game and you can make it fun. Having that perspective is incredibly helpful, and it really allows you to kind of enjoy the process if you're able to, or if you're having trouble enjoying the process. But please understand that leveling up is not automatic, it's intentional. Leveling up requires application of the things that you're learning. You're not just gonna get better. And then it's not even just that. So let's say you're applying it, right? Do you know what a plateau is? Because your mind will reach a plateau, your body will reach a plateau, your nervous system will reach a plateau. The same things that used to really get you and excite you will no longer do that for you anymore. The same things that used to help you grow via muscle, via intellectual stimulation, these things will eventually hit a ceiling that you're just kind of like, damn, well, I don't know what else to do. But the most incredible thing about that is you essentially have to now go out of your way to understand, well, how can I grow from here? Which is also intentional. Do you understand? Growth is an intentional thing for human beings. It's not always automatic. People are not walking around here going through life realizing the error of their ways and then growing as human beings. Everybody doesn't do that. Crazy enough, most people don't do that. Most people are not growing. Most people are not changing. Most people are not learning and taking from their experience points that they got from this life. This like there's a theory that life is a simulation. And to be honest, like, it doesn't really matter what you believe, how life operates, what rules you believe govern the universe. Like, none of these things really matter, because when you boil it down to it, it's the application of the things that you learn throughout your lifetime that's going to help you get to where you want to be, or to turn into the person that you want to turn into. I can consistently keep giving you really interesting gems about the psychology of the mind, your persona. I can consistently give you pieces of information that are very, very helpful gems. I can give you analogies, I can give you metaphors, but everything, like, all of those things are really just not as important as you doing the fucking work. As you applying the things that you know you need to apply into your life to get the results that you need to get. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you read, no matter what information you come across, the only way for you to see actual change in your life is to commit a type of action, an external action, not an internal thought pattern, an external action, something that's measurable. And I'm gonna touch on that in all of my videos. I could break, like, honestly, whatever I break down to you, it is not as important as understanding that you need to go do some shit. And that watching another YouTube video is not gonna help you do some shit. At best, it might give you courage. At best, it might give you a dose of motivation. But the thing is, it's like, if you're constantly seeking external motivation, you are essentially a dopamine fiend. You need a little shot in the arm to help you get up and go do what you need to do. When you don't need anything outside of yourself. You don't even need this video, really. But, someone like myself, because it's not like I don't watch content like this, but someone like myself, I understand the power of a reminder. I understand the power of getting yourself back on track, because of the way life operates. There's so many different distractions, so many different tests to really see if what you want is really what you want. But back to the analogy of life as a video game. So if you look at where you are in life as, let's say, level 1 or level 0, that is going to be way more important and impactful than where you want to go. The reason why I say that is this. There's advice out there that tells you that being delusional is incredibly helpful, because you need to be delusional to get to where you need to go. And I think people do not explain that properly. So let me explain it in a way that makes the most sense. You need to be delusional in a sense of, you need to act like the future you who's in the position you want to be in, and act like that now in the position that you want to change. Because the way the universe, the way life operates, there are two, I wouldn't say main laws, but there are two laws that are incredibly helpful to keep in mind. There's the law of attraction and law of vibration. Everything vibrates at a specific frequency. So because of that, enter law of attraction. If you're vibrating at a certain frequency, and this situation, person, place, thing, object are vibrating at a certain frequency, the chances of you guys meeting are essentially 98%. Now, what's really fascinating is how you can utilize delusion to your advantage for a situation like this. So let's say you're in an environment you don't want to be in, and this environment is a low frequency environment, but you have put it into your mind that you are going to be this and you're going to be that, and you're so focused on that you're vibrating at a higher frequency than your environment. Two things are going to happen. Either your environment changes or your environment changes you. I'm going to repeat that. Two things happen. Either your environment changes or your environment changes you. You cannot operate at a high frequency and stay in the same place. Something will change. Something will change. Something will absolutely change. But to kind of bring it back down to earth, In order for you to even like maintain a high frequency, you cannot just be delusional. You have to also do the external actions that are getting you where you want to go. That's how you maintain that high level of vibration. And if you feel like the concept of frequencies is a little ridiculous, I would say look into physics, because physics explains so many amazing things that honestly would make a lot of like mystical people seem more attainable as far as the information they're trying to provide. But just kind of keeping to the topic of life as a video game. So first you need to be real about where you are, so that way you can look around and understand that this is where I'm at. This is the vibration of the behaviors and the environment that I'm at. I need to have a completely different outlook. I need to have a completely different approach. I need to have a completely different way of acting, speaking, talking, all of those things. You have to be totally different. You have to be totally different from where you are in order for you to get to where you want to go. That's number one. Number two. So once you understand where you are, you need to understand what is it going to take for you to get there. And then this is going to be the most important thing. You need to start actively doing things externally. There is no piece of information that I could give you that's more important than that. External action will lead to tangible results, which will lead to internal changes without you having to so much focus on the inside. Because if you're an intelligent person, it doesn't matter what type of internal game you're going to play with yourself. Your subconscious is aware of everything you've done. So you're trying to trick your subconscious through affirmations. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're going to tell yourself, I am beautiful. I'm confident. You're confident? You're the same person that didn't want to talk to that girl that looked at you and gave you a smile. You're confident? You're the same person that got their hair done but didn't want to walk inside the club because you were afraid there were going to be too many eyes and you may end up on a picture No. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Affirmations work, but not in the way people think it does. Because you're trying to tell your subconscious a piece of information that it literally has the counterpart to. You can't tell me you're this when I've seen you do this. No, it doesn't work like that. And this is where external action comes in. If you consistently keep doing something that is the opposite of everything you've done, your subconscious is going to start to notice that. And your subconscious is going to start to do a lot of identity work for you. You're going to start to view yourself in a totally different light because you have results to back it up. And when you start leveling up in life, it will not be because you were doing all of this work with no aim. It won't be because, yo, you're shitting me, it's the same truck. Anyway, you're not doing all of this work for like no reason. You have to do work with purpose, with aim, right? Every single thing you do is going to have to be intentional. There are people in life who quite literally are growing. They're literally just growing. They're just getting older. And they have all these life experiences, but they've never applied it. So in a video game, I don't know if I've already said this, because this is my second time trying to shoot this video. In a video game, in order for someone to level up, they have to apply. No, actually, let me rephrase that. In a video game, people automatically level up. In real life, in order for you to level up, specifically an actual real life human being, they have to apply the life experience points that they've gained in order to grow into what they want to be. So that means the things that you've been through, your trauma, your past, your pain, the good times, the bad times, these are all life experience points. And you need to take it. You need to take these fucking points and apply it. Apply the things that you've been through to your life so you can get different results. What's the point of that statement? The point is to apply. Verb, action. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really matter what type of like mental shift that you can make. Like these, I mean, granted, these mental shifts are important. Identity shifting is important. All of these things are so fucking important. I cannot emphasize, like, these are such necessary steps. But your foundation, in order for you to even like make a reasonable, in order for you to make like a reasonable progression for these mental things and mental shifts that you need to do within yourself, within your life, within your heart, and within your spirit, it's going to require external action, external application, verb, action, results, bro. It's always going to come down to this, results. All my videos are going to be about the same thing from a different angle, because it always comes back to the thing that you are judged upon, to the thing that people are going to measure the quality of your life. How did you live your life? How did you live your life? You're going to reach an age where you will not even remember how you lived your life. This is so fucking incredible to me. Bruce Willis has reached the age where he does not even know that he was an actor. Bruce Willis, Die Hard, and honestly multiple other fucking movies and different ventures that he's done. Multiple movies, incredible roles, incredible acting. Fucking, I remember there was this one movie he did with Forrest Whitaker. The name is escaping me. Phenomenal. He has no idea, as we speak right now, that he was an actor. He has no idea. But you know who does? Everybody else. So when they see him and they realize that he doesn't remember who he was, we honor that for him. We say, sir, what you've done has been amazing. You've impacted me in this way. You've shown me this. You gave me courage. You did all of this. And he doesn't remember. But he doesn't have to. Because he has results. Because he has results. Build your life in a way where you can literally hit a point in your life where you do not remember what the fuck you did. But everybody else will remember for you. Because they can look at what you did and say, that's who you were. This is the premise of like why you need external action more than anything. Because all of the internal things, it's immeasurable. It's immeasurable. How can someone understand how valuable you are to this world, to this society, if you have nothing to show for it? How? How do you want to be treated in this world? You want to be treated according to your value, correct? Okay, where is it? How can I see it? How can I measure it? I can't. Because you have nothing to show for it, because you have no results. Don't do that. Don't live this life just in your head. Don't live this life just thinking that... Don't live this life just thinking. I'll just stop right there. Don't just live this life thinking. It's a combination of the two. Make sure it's a healthy combination. Maybe don't like overdo and not think at all. Don't do that, because you might end up in some shit. But the most important thing I really want you to take from this video is that first things first, in order for you to grow, it has to be intentional, because it's not gonna happen automatically. It's not gonna happen automatically. Life doesn't work that way. You're gonna get older. That's gonna happen automatically. But are you gonna grow? That's really up to you. You have to be intentional with that. The second thing is, no matter what is going on in your mind, no matter how you see yourself, no matter where you want to go, what you want to do, who you are, where you come from, people are always going to measure you by your results, what they can physically see. This is a very materialistic world. If you don't think that's the case, you need to wake the fuck up. You need to wake up. You are constantly being judged just off surface level. Just off surface level. The videos that get the most views are based off of what? Title, thumbnail. How long someone stays to watch a video is entirely based on whether or not they find value in what the person is saying, or they can see themselves becoming that kind of person, or they want to become that kind of person. They don't know you. They don't care about you. They're never gonna meet you. Like you're not realizing that a lot of the decisions that you make are materialistic. And they're based on what you can see, results. Do you understand? It's just results. And the last and final thing is, this doesn't necessarily have to do with the concept of life being a video game, but this is more focusing on the concept of frequencies, because I think it's very powerful when I realize this. When you are in a place you don't want to be, but you finally set a goal as to where you want to go, and this raises your vibration. And if you think vibration is kind of too vague, so let's just say it raises your energy. Your actions are different. You're moving different, you're talking different, you're reading different, the music you listen to is different. Everything about you is now different. You're not the same old you. But you're in the same old environment. One of two things is gonna happen. You are going to go back to the old you, or your environment is gonna change. And please understand that is going to be a decision. That's not gonna be an automatic thing. Nothing in this world is automatic. Matter of fact, not even the love your parents have for you is automatic. Every single mom does not give birth to a child that they immediately love. Some parents have to grow into it. Some parents are not, like people really just, they don't understand that these things are not automatic. Like, the only thing that's automatic is the sun is gonna come up and it's gonna come down. There's gonna be night and day. That's the only thing that's automatic. The planet is in constant motion. The universe is in constant motion. Like, these are the things that are automatic. But you, the only thing automatic about you is that you're gonna get older and die. That's the only thing that's automatic about you. But it doesn't have to be. And that is what makes being a human being, that's what makes life so motherfucking special. That's what makes life so motherfucking special. Nothing ever has to just be the way someone tells you it's gonna be. You can make your own decisions. You can shape your own destiny. You can form your own identity. There is nothing within you that is, I say, permanent. Not even the way you look. You can change the way you look. And even with like medical technology, how far you're able to change the way you look is out of this world. It's out of this world. But best believe it's not gonna happen automatically. Life does not work like that. You can make life a video game, but truly understand that part about leveling up is not automatic. It is not. It's gonna require you to actually do something about the things that you want to change. It's gonna require you intentionally doing some shit every single day. Every single fucking day. And because you're not doing something, you're just thinking about it, what you're experiencing is sameness. You have all of these different experience points and you're not applying it. So you're not changing. And trust me, when I speak like this, I'm speaking to myself as well. I'm speaking to myself as well. There's times where I'm talking in these videos where it's a reminder, or I'm speaking from my past, because I know that I'm not the only one out there that deals with problems like this, that has thoughts like this, and have had periods where, you know, you're not even realizing that you're just doing the same thing. You're getting the same results. That's really insanity. An analytical loop is really just a fancy way to say, like, you were moving insane. Or like they say in London, you're moving mad. You know? Just do the work. Just do external action. There isn't anything. Not there isn't anything. I am essentially going to keep harping on that forever. Because whatever piece of information I could give you, it all trickles down back to that. Action. External action. Doing the work every day, no matter what. Keeping the promises to yourself. Staying true to your word. These are not automatic things. Until you program yourself to operate like that, of course you automatically do what you need to do every day. That's the kind of person you are. Of course you're doing this. Of course you've never missed a day of this. Of course you're on top of that. That's the kind of person you are. And if that doesn't describe you, you know what's the most beautiful thing about who you are? Is that you can become that. You can be that. There's nothing you can't be. There are no heights that you can't reach. You don't have a ceiling. You don't have a ceiling. You don't. I was so afraid to fully commit myself to get into architecture because I thought I just would not understand it. And have I gotten over that fear? No, I haven't. I have not gotten over that fear. But you know what? Just like I said in my other video, courage only exists in the presence of fear. And I don't know about you, but I'm a courageous ass nigga. And I'm gonna show up in places that I am afraid because I know this is what I need to do in order to get to where I wanna get to. You need to do the same. Don't be afraid. Or better yet, be afraid. Be afraid and do it anyway. Be whatever and do it anyway. I could really just keep going, but I'm gonna have to eventually stop it at some point. But whatever analogy you come across, whatever tool, whatever thing, like, understand that these are just tips, tricks, and techniques to all get you to do the same thing. Execute so you have results. Anyway, obstacles are optical illusions. That's my reminder at the end of every video. Whatever you think is in your way, it's not there. It's you. You're in your way. I'm in my way. We are all in our own way. And when we start executing, when we start operating like, you know, like the person we visualize ourselves to be, and we start getting results, then we become our own best friends, and that's when we're fucking unstoppable. That's when we're fucking unstoppable. So today, make a commitment to yourself to be unstoppable. And decide what that's gonna look like. You don't have to settle for the life you're living now. Like, you don't have to settle for it. You don't have to reside to be this person that you are. If you want to be better, you can be better. If you want to live a different life, you can live a different life. Regardless of how old you are. Regardless of where you live in this world. Regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your environments, regardless of your traumas, regardless of your pain, regardless of your fears, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. You can be whatever the fuck you want to be. Just stop finding reasons and just do. Just do. Just do. Take the risk and do some shit. Please. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for the stranger who's begging you, please. Anyway, I love you, whoever you are. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know you can get out of your own way. I know you can make something out of yourself. I know that you are an incredible, incredible human being. I know that you are going to make the world a better place by making yourself a better person. And I know that one day, I probably will meet you. And when I meet you and I look you in the eyes, I know you will have been through a journey that most people will never relate to and understand, because you made the decision to actually do some shit. And I want to say I can't wait to meet you. Sending you love.